Iku mau mau,
Iku lah.
iku mau mau, iku hulu hulu ikala na vau.
Iku lah.
Iku la na vau.
Iku lah. Iku lah.
Aloha, my name is Keali'i and I'm here today on April 28th. The Native Hawaiian Road Commission, which was headed by John Waihe'e, just had its informational briefing, a status up to date as to what's going on. Basically, in a nutshell, John Waihe'e and some of the members of the committee are basically out here trying to sell what the commission, Native Hawaiian Road Commission, is being asked, asking the public to participate, or if I can use a legal word, consent to. And that's being a part of what, and this is very crucial to the audience, is the rhetoric that they're using is to restoring the Hawaiian nation. I myself and some others gave testimony in the room about what constitutes the restoring of the Hawaiian nation. Whether you're a sovereignty advocate or not, or a Hawaiian national, I believe we all share an interest or an idea of what the Hawaiian nation was, and that's our Hawaiian kingdom and the Hawaiian kingdom government. Last monarch, of course, being Keali'i. So what is this Road Commission? Why are they using this kind of languages and whatnot? And what is their point that they're emphasizing here? Inside their questions and answers basically took place about what is the initiative and what's going on. I myself asked a question about that, asking them to release. Can't stop it, obviously. This is state. It's a state-run initiative. It's being OHA backed with the monies and resources. So what basically can we do and whatnot? My question, simple. Like, we can't stop you. You're going to go out there and do this. Could you please ease up on your rhetoric? You are playing to the people's sympathies by using things like Keali'i's letter, protest letters, and all that stuff, trying to capture her essence and her movement as to what is technically the word that we use more today. And he's also our cameraman. What is pono? That's not necessary. That is not pono. Patriotism, everything comes into play here, and you know, we Hawaiians, whether you Kanaka or you consider yourself a Hawaiian national, you know where everything derives from. We see it. We have a palace, we have a statue. Our history is real. Our legal foundation is real. Why are these road commissions? And I want to add this real quickly. We have now, since this is about what, the fourth or third initiative we've seen now. Back in 2000, when OHA helped start the Native Hawaiian Coalition, they tried to do this and suburbanely put us into nation within a nation thing. Then we had the Akaka bill hearings, an infamous bill where I was on the cover of the Wednesday edition. You know, it was so funny. Monday through Friday. Monday, overwhelmingly support for the Akaka bill. But look who was there. Paid constituents, people flown in, blah, blah, blah. So it was their day, no question. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, overwhelmingly against it. Next thing you know, the report comes out from the river of justice must flow freely from Mauka to Makai is the title, and all of a sudden they said, no, all 5 days. You guys want this. You guys want this. And okay, again, nothing we can do. We have the videotape to prove that stuff. And that was the second one. Then we have the third initiative, Hawaii. Let's do something similar to like this and whatnot. Okay, great. And then they found out what it was really about. It was a plebiscite, trying to get the people to say, hey, let's vote off on this thing, sign it away, and let's make a new Hawaiian nation that will then, you know, be subservient to the United States and whatnot. And then we had the last one, I guess, so it's 4 in all. And that was Keali'i. Keali'i. We have a citizen, just sign up, just register. That's all you got to do.
Get a t-shirt, get a pen.
Get a t-shirt, whatever, but place your name. Place your name. And okay, what happened to all those things? 1, 2, 3. Question was asked, what happened to Keali'i? I know this because I'm a candidate for OHA. I have some access to the office. Out of 50,000 signatures, which was claimed to be, only 20,000 are legit, because the rest of the signatures were either invalid, probably people just having fun, or they were minors. They were, you know, or again, people doing the un-Keali'i program. They withdrew because why? Again, false promise. So now, what happens till today? We see the same rhetoric, the same pitch, but a different angle of approach. I have no animosity or grievances against the former governor, John Waihe'e. But again, my questions that I asked basically today is the rhetoric that which you use to support this Road Commission. You use the word restore the Hawaiian sovereignty. What are you talking about? Then he uses words like nation, and nation constitutes a country and whatnot in legal terms. They're using it as a lowercase, meaning no, nation means just a bunch of people. Then he sums up Liliuokalani's petition, saying how she never gave in, and thus she left us the unrelinquished sovereignty. And it's like, okay, great. So let us claim. He uses that was his word. Let us claim that that sovereignty. And it's like, why would you claim it then, only to then transfer it to America from a status of sovereignty to that of domestic sovereignty, as the Native Americans and Alaskan Natives do? So that's the only question. So my comments today in this arena was basically at least offer some amendments to your mission statement and stuff, so that the people that you're claiming to preach to, as far as being open, the transparency and aloha, let us decide whether you're someone who supports independence or you support the American way of life. Everyone does have to choose, but they should have all the information out there. I don't believe the Royal Commission is going to see much success, and I actually think they're going to actually end up doing some more harm. Because as we saw today, basically, and I believe our cameraman can attest to that, we saw people or so-called entities coming out to endorse this, one of which is the Royal Order of Kamehameha. I myself, being a member of the Order of Kamehameha, different affiliation, find it odd, and I just had conversation with those guys. I was like, I don't know necessarily, you guys do good work in some other factions, but how your sacred oath that you proclaim that I have and that you have, as we share as members of of Kamehameha's order, why would you relinquish that to America? You violated your oath. You should be fighting for the Hawaiian Kingdom and stuff like that, not endorsing a project or a sponsored event like this, which will end up within a nation status. But that's just one. Association of Hawaiian Civic Clubs, again, a very good organization and stuff like that. They do very good work. But all these royal societies and separate entities and stuff are all being pulled together today because somehow they got to get numbers to sell this thing. And I would like to end with that. Haven't we seen that before? From 2000 now, it's like here we are with another unfortunate dog and pony show. These people are good people inside, you know what I mean? They come from different backgrounds, they come from good things, but they have to undertake a process. And the sad part is, to me, they're doing this, they say, for the love of the people and whatnot. I believe they're doing this because of their love and their patriotism for the American way of life and whatnot. So this initiative, as my perspective and my is, they are trying to do what like OHA has done when 2000 was, and that are trying to solve the issue of the overthrow. It's still prevalent, it's still relevant up to today. So when they say come in here this, and you get beautiful rhetoric, it's dynamical in certain areas, but when you get to the end of it, you don't have to be a lawyer. You don't have to be you trust your common sense thing. Just know the little bit of words, but it's different because now you're being pitched. It almost sounds like a sovereignty rally when you hear, this, that, and so specific legal words, the dynamics, and calling into character of, like I said, of the Queen and whatnot to make you believe that this is Pono, Onipa, you know what I mean? And you're going, whoa! But then when you have a Q and answers and stuff like that, and I asked specifically 2 questions, they were not answered.
What was those questions?
Basically to offer amendments to the mission statement, so that people would so the term sovereignty. You're not talking about sovereignty. Sovereignty is exercised by an independent country. It enjoys it. He was actually talking about what constitutes a nation, or the elements of, or what call the definition of state. They need a government. We have a land base. They need a populace. There's no populace. That's why sign on the Royal Commission. Identify yourself as somebody, whatnot. You see the same initiative going on with Henry Noah and Reinstated. That's why I brought that up. I said, what are you doing that is any different than what the Reinstated folks have done with elections and so forth? Didn't get an answer to that. All I got was the whole, we got to come together, be ma'a, let us do self-recognition. That's what's being promoted here. I think on the level of consciousness, he's correct. but that consciousness is obviously going to come in effect in what is reality. And reality is, we know that to be sort of selling out. Because yes, I'm conscious to the fact that America is here and we should just turn it over to them and whatnot. But instead we're getting this whole sign up, become part of this group, and then the group will decide where we go and whatnot. And I'm like, fine, if that's what they want to do, then proceed. Like you said, anybody can participate. Just don't claim the past of what Lilio Keali'i, when they want to build the foundation, as he was saying. However, no, the foundation has already been set. It's still there. Everything is actually still there. It's just being occupied by foreign usurpers and doing. That's why we have so much legality problems. We have that issue, and then we come into the fold, into the American arena, and then, as Pono and Robert over here promote, there is no treaty of annexation. There's only a joint resolution. We wonder why this state is in disarray. We have been acting lawlessly for quite some time now. So this Hawaiian community, or whatever, you know, they say that we're out of touch. We are all out of touch. Why? Because this whole state has been acting out of accord. But to come back into the fold to today's event, this is the fourth time, I guess, now to be asking to place our trust in what is now going to. It's going to evolve. It's going to evolve. It's going to be called a process. It's going to be called a process. But this thing is basically, and then I heard the last part of the rhetoric. They want to form a government. So just be on the lookout for that, all the watchers. Why? Because another government, but this time with the state's stamp on it, not another sovereignty group claiming to be the authority. This is another state initiative that is coming forth and whatnot. So whether you support that, that's fine, or whether you're against that, that's fine. But as far as what I'd like to share with you today, that's what transpired today. So.
Iku mau mau,
Ikula.
iku mau mau, iku hulu hulu ikala na vau,
Ikula.
ikula na vau.
Ikula.